are doing a ramp test today. Now, I don't really know what a ramp test is, but it looks very hard. Anyway, I've just gotten out of bed. I've still got the good morning message on my Garmin. Let's get this ramp test done. We had a busy day after that. I'm gonna put the footage in here, but yesterday I literally got shoulder chafing because of my stubble. I'll put that in the next clip because it was just too weird to not post. All right, so I'm just about to go to bed, but I'm gonna show you guys, you probably can already see it, but the chafing on my shoulders from my stubble today swimming. But I think it's from trying out a new technique today, but my shoulders are so sore. Like, look at them. Who would have thought ever I would have gotten stubble chafing on my shoulder? Like, I've never even heard of that in my entire life, ever. Not sure if anyone else has. Swimmers might, but I can say firsthand, it is super painful. I can barely move my shoulders now. And I will not be doing that technique again. That is something that I never thought I'd ever experience. Didn't even know it was a thing. But now people know it's a thing because I had no idea. Because these shoulders are literally red raw. Look at them. Is that even a thing? Oh. I've never done zone 6 riding before, so why is this so hard? I've never done any cadence stuff before as well, so like this whole staying between 80 to 90 is so new. You have to stay seated the entire time. So, let's see. The ramp test is very easy to begin with. Can't even ride at 100 watts. Still doing fine? You should be. I'm not. Thank you, Swift. I'm not sure why. Like, I was certain I was going to be able to get to 400. I am super disappointed, to be honest. I mean, I haven't been doing any type of training like this. I haven't been doing any training with watts or anything yet. The whole first couple weeks was to one. I feel like I'm gonna vomit, but was to one. Get me on the bike, and then it was cool. Let's see how long I can stay on the bike, staying in zone 1 and 2. So I haven't really done any hard testing, to be honest. I don't know, I'm not too happy with it. But look, at least it's the first ramp test done. I'm sure there'll be many more and we'll be able to track from there. That is not how I wanted to start this video. We trying our best, I think. Obviously that just shows we need to do a bit more on the bike through the next couple months. I don't think 8 weeks ago I would have even lasted to 140 watts. Obviously you can't expect to be the best at something when you haven't done it, but I was hoping to go a little bit better. Let's go, we got a big day. And I'll take you guys along with me. We can only go up from here because that was a pretty bad ramp test, in my opinion. Considering we started 8 weeks ago and all we've been doing is building kilometers and just building time on the bike, I assume it's okay for someone that has never ridden a bike. We can only get better, we can't get worse. So that's a good way to look at it. We can't get any worse than that. So I didn't read the workout properly and I actually had to do zone benchmarking as well. I think this is to assess whether your FTP is correct. So I got an FTP of 228. And I know that's low. I really wonder what it was in the first week. Couldn't have been good. For people wondering what my job is, I am an osteo and also a freelance videographer. So, yeah, there you go. Most people probably don't know that. They just think I'm some random guy trying to do an Ironman, but I am that too. Just finished his own benchmarking. I'll catch you after this.
All right, we've got Brody here who's undertaking a massive challenge of trying to embark on an Ironman. A little bit crazy to say the least, but given the strong young athlete he is. So 2 weeks post a really low grade sort of soleus, possible tib post, possible medial gastroc strain from a change of footwear on a run. Definitely a key one to look out for is any rapid change in footwear is going to change your running gait, how your foot feels. Brody's had some really good local work done on the muscle. As he's come in today, we're going to look at some of the compensations involved. So on assessment, sort of looking at standing, we found definitely some more pes cavus or increased arch in his right foot. So we've still got some restriction through that midfoot that's driving some restrictions in movement and sort of possible decreased function. If we're not getting that full movement through the foot, we're struggling to get that toe off, which is then going to put more pressure on that soleus tib post muscle because we're not getting all the way through those plantar flexors of the foot and that motion of propelling you forward. We're also going to do some work through tib ant, some perineals, right up through that lateral chain, up through his lateral quad, even into the TFL, some of which is possibly due to some compensations because he's continuing to have to run. As with a lot of you guys as athletes, you're gonna have to continue to train through sort of little niggles to keep your fitness up. But it's also possibly some overlap of things that Brody's had with previous injuries. He's had a previous pretty major contusion to that right leg earlier in a football career. So, it's always addressed while you're taking on a new challenge. Like, don't forget the history of your old injuries and how that might be affecting your training. So we're just going to do some soft tissue and massage work through here. So we'll probably hopefully hear a few screams and nasty work as we get in through some deep soft tissue. And that's the wince we're after right there. Yeah. And that's the one is like use a hard ball to get into the soft tissues, but like try use a bigger ball to like articulate the bones in the foot as well.
Yeah.
Like that, like sometimes that firmer hard ball to like try and get through like your metatarsals, through your cuneiforms, and like try and get that rock of individual going again. Have you been doing like any movement stuff of your big toe as well? Yeah.
No, I put it in my rehab plan.
Yeah.
In the middle of
Yeah. Yeah. Which again are like the ones that tighten up. And then if your foot's not springing and moving, it puts more pressure then because you end up with just you rolling a flat as opposed to getting that rolling motion through your gait.
Good morning. It's 6 a.m. on a Saturday. We're doing our long ride for the week now. Obviously, after the Rams test yesterday, I wasn't in the best mood at all. But then I realized that I was riding in the wrong position for 3 weeks. And I've only been in this proper position for 3 to 4 weeks and using the right muscles, which is very important. I think for the first 3 weeks, I was just using my quads because the seat was so low. Now I'm able to use my glutes. Although I was disappointed, I think, look, there's tons of things that I can work on and can improve on from there. But it puts it into reality how hard these Ironman athletes train. So the reason why this video is a little bit different is because my training changed again this week. But next week I'm planning to do like a daily schedule so you guys can see where I'm fitting everything in and how I fit in either the bike and the run in a day and the gym or something like that. I put the top on this morning because it was super cold, but now it's boiling, so the top's gonna come off. I've had so many comments that were amazing. And average Rob even commented and gave me some advice on Instagram. So that was insane. I never thought I'd ever be speaking to Rob. He's such a nice dude, he inspired me a lot. And his Ironman series was really good. But just want to say thank you so much for the support again. Week by week, we're getting there. And I'll see you guys next week.